3, 4. And then Empor as Sin. But we have a lot of maps, though. And I can sell those back. So Secrets of the Trade, we went up to 4. Okay. So let me open these. Alright. Let's take a look here for a second. Just so I know which is which. Bloodied, Pirate, Buried, Secluded. And the Lair of the Mysterious Wizard. Okay. Bloodied, Pirate. Okay. In fact, I want to take a picture of this. So that I know which one is which. Right, okay. So, first up, Secret of Stars.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
That was the Secret of the Black Cove Pirates. And I think we've got it already, that one. Pretty sure we found it. Okay. 2.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
Maradino's Prize. Okay. 3.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
The Nested Library. 4.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
The Iron Maiden. We've got that one. Good job.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
The Treasure of the Winter King. Okay, that's good. That's good, that's where we are.
Oh, I've already read this.
Treasure of the Winter King. Okay, I've read it before.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
The Frozen Chests. I don't know, we might have done this already, I'm not sure. Let's get to the trade.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
The Legend of the Lighthouse. Yeah, we've seen that one before. So Secrets of the Trade are the same as the Jerome's treasure map, I think. So probably Treasure 2 is going to be like... Wait. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Trade 2.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
The Dark King's Knowledge.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
The Cultist Secret.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
Knowledge of the Dead. The Seraskill book is said to sweep the dead from Rivellon and straight into the Hall of Echoes. Some say entire towns of non-believers could be laid low by a single shot from this terrible skill. What? They're like skills? Oh, okay.
That's quite the valuable gift.
Only the best for my favorite partner.
Your kindness is a great comfort to me. I'll return this favor at the earliest possible moment.
Okay.
I give not you for lost. From this descent, celestial virtues rising will appear more glorious and more dread than from no fall.
Okay, so I can get a few more of the trade secrets. Right. So trade secret 5. But I won't be able to make maybe 5 and 6, I think, are good enough. So we'll be left with 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 10, 11, I think.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
Which was that one? Forgotten Legends.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
The plundered loot. Okay.
I give not you for lost. From this descent, celestial virtues rising will appear more glorious and more dread than from no fall.
Okay, interesting. Uh-huh. Very interesting. Okay. We've got a lot of treasures on the map now. Yeah, as soon as we get back to the regular world, we'll take a look. I still have to talk to the Keeper of Time and Zizax. See what they have to say. Oh, Aru is here now. Interesting.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not? It shall be my pleasure.
We've learned that the General renounced their humanity to become immortal wardens of the God Box, but if their souls are fused with ours, something must have gone wrong.
How very right you are. These thoughts have been bubbling in my mind like so much drink in a still. But I believe they've finally transformed into something quite potable.
Okay.
From what I can gather, the following stands to reason. The generals were put in charge of the God Box, but they must have faltered. The void must have escaped, or how could it loom upon us once more? Perhaps that faltering could explain why their souls were loosed, and why those souls now reside so contentedly within you.
Okay.
Most certainly.
We unlocked a room dedicated to an earth elemental.
Yes, the Hall of Stone. Strong as the heart of mountains, durable as diamonds in the raw. The element that is earth isn't the subtlest of the bunch, but it packs a punch like no other. In time, so will you.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. You.
How might I serve our mission?
We've met with Leandra in the realm of Haberheim. She's using the Starstone's Sacred Bloodstone.
Leandra. She desires to be Mother of the Void, but you have the power to undo her born-in-blood litter. Though they be baptized in blood, you can cleanse the Starstones still, and use them to thwart their grim queen.
Okay, I want to talk about the runes.
Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell.
I've met with an earth elemental.
So you have. It was to be expected. Once you were sovereigns after all, and all the earth lay at your feet. Tremble, you would shout, and this creature would bring his fists down upon the ground, shaking it so vigorously that the walls of the enemy would crumble.
Okay. Cool. You.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome. By all means.
No, that's fine. Cool.
The question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two?
Lava pits. Hold on. I don't want to fall again. Let's take a look at the map here. So apparently there's a treasure here, which is the Iron Maiden. We got it. This is the treasure room. So this is where we will use the amulet we've unlocked. There's a treasure here, the frozen chest, which I believe we've opened already. Pretty sure. We'll go and take a look, but I'm pretty sure we did. Is there anything else here? No, these are the three things. Okay.
champion has returned.
I found a white
I
witch.
determined how I might repay my debt. It would be an honor to assist the soul who dared to slay the King of Winter.
I found a white witch, but she's trapped in ice. Can you help me free her?
Source Hunter, it would be my sincerest honor. Take this rune and use it to summon me when you're near the witch once more. If she can be extracted from Boreas ice, I'll find a way to make it so.
Okay.
That in it. We best be on our way then. The spring and autumn kingdoms won't rule themselves, you know. May our paths cross soon, Source Hunter.
Oh. Okay. Wow. Cool. Alright. The prison.
Damnation! Not even a
There
crack!
she is. The White Witch. A prisoner in ice.
I wonder what sorcery, or worse, sword.
This is your White Witch then. And you're sure you want to free her, are you? Even our mad Boreas wouldn't have wasted such precious ice on a petty criminal. Whatever she did to find herself here must have been rather severe indeed. But I am in your debt, and I would be remiss not to honor your request. Shield your eyes, Source Hunter. To melt ice of this refinement, I'll need to summon an equally rare flame.
God damn, dude.
Gods, it's colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to entower her only sister in a barren tundra for eternity.
Ikara, you're all right? The ice, King Boreas, and your sister. What a frigid hell you've endured.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Arthur? My old friend. Surely I have you to thank for my salvation.
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually. If not for their efforts, I'd be quite uselessly prowling around your prison still.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly. Source Hunter, is that the masquerade?
Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss matters?
What do you mean by masquerade? We are members of the Order of the Source Hunters.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not at all. Please, let's do carry on.
Are you the White Witch?
Oh, yes, I suppose I am. But I do prefer my given name. Ikara, that is. Charmed. But I hope I haven't disappointed my own hero. Am I just as white and witchy as you'd hoped?
How did you become imprisoned here?
First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you every imaginable thanks. My soul had withered in this prison, and I might not have survived much longer without your help. Now, about the culprits. My corrupted sister and the mad Winter King. When I realized exactly where, and to whom Leandra was consigning me, I was certain I'd never enjoy the sun's warmth again. But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter. That was her mistake, and my blessing.
I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas, but she has changed into someone I hardly recognize anymore.
Tell me more about Leandra.
My own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always the more ambitious, the more exacting of us. and she had no fear of the darkness that so often accompanies Source. Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my worst fears. She is planning something far greater than I could have anticipated. For this reason, and with a heavy heart, I must ask you, Source Hunter, to find out how far exactly Leandra has become entwined in the dark arts.
Okay, that's all good, but you stand accused of murdering the Sicilian Eye Consular Jake.
I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting anyone or anything is abhorrent to me. But in this case, I judged it necessary. If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. This doesn't excuse my behavior, but perhaps it can help to explain it.
What happened the night of Jake's murder?
It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanderous, treacherous wizard, death and mayhem. Are you sure you're interested in such things? The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And, in truth, the events of that night were but one part of a larger and much darker matter. A matter in which I'll dare to beg your assistance before we're through with one another. Now that terrible night.
Oh wow, cutscene.
One night, as I slept, I had a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Sicil's King Crab Inn. I arrived and looked through their window, but inside, everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor lay Zandalor. In my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just. Betrayal. Murder. Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other Source Hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission. Fortunately for us both, you are no other Source Hunter.
I'll take my leave? That's a weird thing to say, after what she just told me.
I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's hideout. Presumptuous, yes, but I'd recognize the imp's essence just about anywhere. Both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself into our dearest Rivellon. And I believe I know where we must begin. Ah, but unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is on his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Hunters, you've done it! Ikara is free! Ah, what good it does my impish heart to see her safe and bright as ever! We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end of time. A spot of something warm and the soft glow of the tapestry ought to do us all a bit of good, Ikara, now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
After you, Master Zigzax.
So that's the White Witch, eh? I expected someone a little more evil. I can't say I'd cut her down from a stake. but she sure has fewer horns than I expected.
Here is a woman clearly deserving of respect, Medora. Please, for once, let not your source-addled presumptions cloud your judgment.
Shut up, man.
We've solved the murder and caught the culprit, yet this case feels anything but closed.
There's more to this crime than simple fact. Killing a killer is hardly the same as killing an innocent, after all.
We'll have to learn more before we can assess Ikara's true guilt in this matter. Fortunately, she seems quite eager to tell us more about this entire dark affair.
Okay. End of time it is. Again. Like, had I known we were all coming here, I would have gone here, like, here later, you know? I would have not gone there, like, a little bit earlier.
Why, I see Master Zigzags has upgraded from his shabby little hut at the edge of the hour, from the fairy dimension to the, space-time weaver hunter imp one. What do you call this place again?
This is our homestead in the shelter plane at the end of time.
Ha! Is that so? It seems I have my share to learn about the magical world yet. The end of time. Well, suddenly your association with Master Zigzags makes sense. Well, I must say, it's no small relief to find myself in a safe haven among such allies.
Let's start from the beginning. How is your sister involved with the dire happenings around Rivellon?
I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when your order was still cutting down so-called dark magicians by the dozens. Ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood to interact with Source. But our parents were determined to curb the power within us. Still, their meekness wouldn't save them from the Source Hunters.
Then it's true, you're a sorcerer.
I am. But there is more to our kind than they teach at your academy. Source isn't only blood and madness. It's like lightning, an exquisite current of great power. We sorcerers are like metal steeples. Source is drawn to us and it flows through us. But what so many fail to understand is that Source can be controlled. The power-drunk through history have abused it, and all the world's sorcerers have borne terrible consequences.
What consequences do you mean?
Tell me, Source Hunter, in all your hours studying the arcane arts, did your great masters ever suggest that perhaps not all sorcerers were evil? Did you ever hear, even once, that some of us were weak and gentle? That we could be simple forest folk healing the sick and frozen each winter? No. I doubt also that they'd mention that one day this hunt of yours would birth a broken soul powerful enough to inch all of Rivellon toward oblivion.
You mean to blame Leander's doing on we Source Hunters?
No. No, that would be going too far, and eschewing my own responsibility. I believe Leandra's long fall down did begin at the hands of some of your own order, but it was I who sparked all of this.
You mean someone of our own order killed your parents?
They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide myself and Leandra outside, among the trees. Even at that young age, we knew not to question her. We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree, and before we could look away, our parents were cut down without ceremony before our door. The Source Hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with pride. 2 more sorcerers dead, a job well done.
What became of Leander and yourself?
From that moment on, everything was different. As we trembled in that tree, our fear and our desperation were so potent that the magic within us began to weave together. Our souls became forged together, our bond unbreakable. We would survive, thrive even, within those